Guys, one of my subscribers jumped on a call with me, and he said he can't wait to on board and then one day drive to his own properties as a daily thing. He said instead of driving to his own business, he'd love to be driving to his own properties. So what I thought I'd do a quick drive to one of the properties we've done for another client actually, who's also got his own business but put money away into property to flip them. And just show what the reality of it is driving to your own properties to check up on the sites and stuff. So I'll head down there now, and yeah, we'll get going. But basically, visualize yourself doing this. Come along for the drive. So I'm just going to head down to the property that's been sold. You can actually run this business from abroad, but basically you can still drive to your property, see what's going on. It's sometimes quite a nice thing to do. This one's not my property, but I'm just going to take the place of my client. He rarely gets involved. He's got a busy business, which he enjoys being a trader, but a market trader. But I will take the place of the client and drive down to this property that's been sold. It actually sold while I was in Colombia as well. I got a text when I was in Colombia, so it's pretty interesting. And I'm just going to take you around the property and show the easiest way to do flips. It's not always about driving to sites, meeting builders, doing big renovations. Sometimes there's easier and faster ways to skin the cat, so to speak. And so we made quite a bit of money by just buying it and selling it straight away. So I'll show you guys. Let's get it. So guys, we're inside the property. You saw from the outside it's quite a nice frontage, and it's got the nice windows. I'd actually buy it, you know, if it was in a better location for rental, I'd actually buy it and keep it myself. But as I said, this is better for sale. But you can see how it appeals to a first-time buyer. Now, this is how the property was left. And as you can see, there's not much work that needs doing in it at all. Well, there's none, we didn't do any. The only thing I did was I did smell a bit. So I bought this from the shopping centre, Meadow Hall. And that made the house smell fresh, and it actually sold the week after. Don't know if it was that made a difference, but it's a nice sized garden as well. So I'll just show you around, but it's a decent first time buyer. Obviously you can tell it used to be a rental. Now, I will talk to you about the kitchen, because there's an interesting point to make about the kitchen. But I think for the price they're paying, I think, let's see if it's open. They've even got storage here. Could do that radiator, actually. It's a perfect first time buyer house, this. Especially if you're from around here. I mean, it's really big. I guarantee it'll be bigger than the new builds. Another storage room here. Blinds already fitted, nice carpet. Obviously, I think they want to put a stamp on it. And you've got 3 decent sized rooms. This would actually work as a HMO, but obviously the area is not the best for it. You need a really busy town for it, or city, such as Liverpool. Second, I came in and opened all the windows before the viewings. Little things like this the estate agents don't really do. Just show you around again, guys. Master bedroom, master suite. But look at the view. Countryside views, an estate agent would say, wouldn't they? It's like me in Marbella when I say sea views. But a bit of countryside if you go higher. Nice garden. It's just a nice layout to it. It flows. 1, 2, bathroom. It's just a first time buyer house, and we identified that straight away. We've got a second opinion from the local. Always take expert knowledge. Even myself, I know it will sell, but I still want the opinion of a local agent who's got boots on the ground, who can tell us stuff. There's people waiting for new builds. So if we need to hit the short-term rental market, for people waiting for the new builds to be built, which I mentioned earlier, we could get more rent on a short-term basis while this was waiting to be sold. But in actual fact, it's sold within a month or two anyway. So if we didn't need that, it'd be too messy. But say if it took 6 or 7 months, or if the economy took a dive, we knew that was a backup plan. So we always need multiple exit options. And someone commented saying, you shouldn't have multiple options. You're confused about what you're doing. No, 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 no. Not confused. I've got a large portfolio. I know what I'm doing. And I know from experience, from buying millions of pounds worth of property for myself and others, you need multiple exit strategies. So what happens if the economy, the rates, you don't control the rates. What if the rates go up tomorrow? You might have bought the right price. The rates go to 7%, which when we bought this, the rates were going up, right? What are you going to do, right? So we know we can hit the rental market and make money that way. So don't think that you're confused because you've got 100 ideas. No, you need 3 good exit strategies, and we always have them, so there's no risk involved. So that's, well, minimal risk, and that's how I've always made money in property. So this is cracking on as well. They've had a survey and it's ready to complete. We got this from one of our off-market sources actually as well, and we snapped it up straight away, and it was a quieter time. It was 2023. It was a bit quieter. And when the estate agents came around, we told them how much we got it for. They were quite shocked actually. So they said, how did you get that? I said, have you got any more? I said, yeah, but they're all vacant and they all want like close to the asking price. So there's not really worth buying a property to make 5k profit. So 128k, sold it for 167 or 168-ish, I need to check. And within a couple of months, and he's on to the next one. So that's how we do it. Now, I wanted to talk to you about why we didn't do a refurb on this. And the reason is, basically, we were told, so I'll just show you. So we were told that the first feedback was that the kitchen was dated, which it is. We were told that the kitchen is dated, and the first-time buyers, the first round of viewings, they wanted a new kitchen. A new kitchen would have cost 10k, probably 5k, 6k for the kitchen, labour, making good, the floor, the walls and all sorts. Then it would look out of place. It would have to probably do the whole room or the house, right? Then would we get more than 10k back? So would we be able to sell it for 180, 190? Potentially, but we'd have to wait longer. We'd probably have a fussier buyer, and the risk would be higher. And remember, the client would have had to take another 10k from their savings to pay for that. So now, not only have they paid the deposit, which was 25%, but they've now paid for a refurb, and now they're waiting for it all back. Now, I prefer usually for selling it to minimize the risk, get a property that's below market value from day one, even if it needs a refurb. We've done it before where we've thrown properties into auction needing a refurb, taking our 20 grand profit and let somebody else make another 30 grand doing a refurb. Because remember, they've got to spend 30 grand to make 30 grand. Yes, they'll make money, but they've got to spend it, and we can just get in and out. And sometimes it's better taking a smaller profit, getting in and out and doing it again, rather than taking the risk. Caveat to that, obviously, if you're buying a property in a prime area where there's massive demand and there's not really a ceiling price, then obviously do the refurb. You have to calculate it all. But BRRR, buy, refurb, remortgage, that model works if you're building a portfolio, you don't want fast cash, and you've got big money in your bank account, you've got 100k to play with, or you're going to do a HMO. But buying and trading properties is a fast way of making money. And I did say to the client, we could have even thrown this in an auction, but we sold it straight away anyway. But, you know, there's other areas like Liverpool or Manchester where we'll just throw it in auction if we don't want to keep hold of it. So remember, BRR, or buying and refurbing, is good. It's not all the show you on Homes and a Hammer, because remember, you've got to spend the money to make it, and it's longer. You've got to deal with builders who are not the easiest. Even where we've got in-house builders, they're not the easiest people to deal with if you're dealing with your own builders. And then basically you're going to have to wait until somebody comes and likes your refurb and buys the property. where you could have just sold it anyway and let them put a stamp on it, or sold it to a developer, like put it in auction. So just depends how much money you've got, what kind of money you want to make, what's your time scales, and what your goals are. I would never sell properties in where I buy for HMOs. Never. I'd do BRRR. But one of these, I'd trade in and out, and I do it all the time. I'm actively buying properties, sourcing properties, trading properties, doing BRR, everything. So I know the market. There's a lot of people who don't, who just teach it, but we're actively doing it. I'm getting so many deals that I give it to clients. I don't give everything, to be honest. I keep quite a lot myself and I'll trade it out, but there's only a certain amount I want to do, and 2 a month is fine for me. And I enjoy it. So guys, that's a live example from a client. He will be coming back to us, I'm pretty sure, and he'll be wanting another one. And I'll be saying to him, we need to look somewhere else now, because it's very, very difficult to get one in this area again at this price. But there you go, guys. He moved fast. It took a bit longer to conveyancing than we wanted, but he moved fast. He decided he trusted me, and he's got the rewards. And he's actually building up a pot to buy his own residential property. So there you are, guys. But just thought I'd show you today, as one of my subscribers said, he wanted to see what it'd be like, and he's been watching and putting himself in this position, driving to his properties. Did I need to come here today? Not really. I've only been here twice since the clients acquired it. The client's been here once, and we literally just took a photo. We didn't even go inside because the tenant was moving. So you can actually do it hands off. You can actually go on holiday. You can do whatever you want to do, continue with your business and make money from property. And if this was a rental, we'd just give it to the same estate agents and it'd be rented. Nothing to do. You don't have to buy in the area. The guy who bought this lives in Kent. So there's no reason to buy in the area. Obviously, you just know the prices you're buying at, use an off-market sourcer, and buy at the right price, and make sure you've got 2 exits, at least 2 exits. Guys, I've been Niven Samachetti. You've been amazing. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned, watch more of the journey, and good luck in your property goals. Let's get it.